The title of this podcast is Every Day That I Do the Practice, I Become a Gift to Others. My friend Donna reminded me about something that I said in a podcast, several weeks ago. And the podcast, what I said was, I work on myself so other people don't have to. And what made me say that back then was I remember when I was like Keith 1.0 being bothered by other people and making statements like, I wish that their parents would have done a better job of raising them. This is what they need to do to be, better to work with or to be friends with or whatever. I did all of that. All the time missing what was like right in plain sight, which is me. Like I was probably occurring for other people the same way, which isn't very aware. I wasn't very aware that that's what I was doing. I'm pointing fingers at other people and missing, that I was a problem for people. And when I started doing the practice, I started to become more aware of the behavior and tendencies of Keith 1.0 that I wanted to work on myself. And initially, my uh, motivation for working on myself was to end the suffering of the complaining mind, judging, not feeling peaceful, waking up on the beginning of a work week on a Monday morning, wishing it was Friday, instead of asking the enlightened question of how do I make my Mondays feel like my Fridays, which is what I do now, is my Mondays feel like my Fridays. But I didn't do any of that back then. Back then I was suffering a lot. There were some highs, but in between the highs, there was a lot of internal suffering, being bothered by everything, other people, what's going on in the world, people's politics, their beliefs, just you name it. I was bothered by it unless it was absolutely perfect. And how many things in life are perfect or in line exactly with my expectations? What may be perfect for me is a problem for someone else, and what's perfect for them is a problem for me. So that's how I spent most of my life, was in that space. So I started to ask, a different question. And it took me to a deeper motivation of not just wanting to do the practice because I want to be free of suffering. But what started to happen is I started to become less of a problem for other people. And so I continued to work on myself so I wouldn't be a problem for them, that I would be a contribution to them, that I would sprinkle kindness, that I would infuse joy in spaces that I came into, the people that I interacted with. So, yeah, it became this whole thing, I want to become a gift to other people. I've served in the military back into my late teens and early 20s for 4 years. And during that time, I was given a lot of credit, and since then, a lot of credit for serving our country, a lot of thanks and gratitude. To be honest, I think I serve the country and the world a lot better now by not being a problem, of being a gift to other people, of not allowing my beliefs or politics to discount what other people believe or where they are, by not confusing their beliefs or their actions and behavior with their humanity. I'm more of a gift now. When I think about the people that I get to work with at Mayo Clinic, I think about how I would have been a problem for those leaders and managers complaining all the time. And I tell my colleagues now who are whatever level they are, it's like you have an opportunity to be a gift. Every time you complain, there's somebody that's listening to that complaint. It could be a peer, but sometimes it could be a manager. And what I've learned is bring me solutions or in partnership. Don't bring me more problems if you're not going to solve them. And the complaint is a problem with something. I'm not saying don't identify things that can be improved upon, but there's a way to do it that is solution oriented. It's a way to do it that doesn't bring suffering with it for other people. And I went to a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and this was a situation regarding staffing that hadn't changed. It's been this way for a while, but their efforts that are being taken to improve the situation. And these colleagues were still complaining about the same thing they were doing, complaining about 3 months ago. And the manager has to hear this over and over. Instead, they could be like, listen, I see the efforts that are being made to improve things. And from this day forward, I will not bring you complaints. I will be a contribution to the space. I will be a gift to this department as we work to improve things. That's one way to do it. Or you can do it the other way. So I have made a big commitment, and the practice has helped me do this to honor the commitment that I will be a gift to others. Every day you wake up, I don't even have to think about, okay, Keith, remember, you're going to be a gift to others today. The practice just makes it happen. I just show up and somehow I become a gift to other people. And I could not have done that before. It helps in so many ways. So I'm sure you are a gift to people. Be a gift to yourself and continue to spread it. The moment that you start complaining, arguing with life, not accepting reality, not looking for ways to be a contribution, you're not a gift to other people. But the moment that you shift and you say, even with this situation, that is not what I would have chosen, but it's here. And so I'm choosing it. I will be a gift in the face of this. Wow. I love to work with people like that. Love to work with people like that. So I invite you to do your practice, whatever that may be, so that you are a gift to others.